Hi everybody, so I thought that today we'll do more of a relaxed kind of video. So I thought that I would do sort of a reaction video to my whole these books will self-destruct in 12 months, and it's like July 15th as of recording this, so it's like less than 2 months until I'm supposed to have read all of these books before they self-destruct. So I thought that I would react with you guys to how many of these books have I actually read and which ones do I still have. So if we can get the screen recording going, we'll start. Everybody, Elin here today, come to you guys with a new video and talk about the books that will self-destruct in 12 months. I have no idea why I'm making this video, because I have a feeling it's just gonna end up with me having to unhaul a shitload of books, and that's why I'm doing this, because I really need to get my head out of my ass and actually read these books, because I really am hyped for most of them, and I just need to bite the sour apple and read some heavy duty thick ass books. So yeah, these are the 12 books that will self-destruct in 12 months. First off, we have a hefty book. Priory of the Orange Tree by Samantha Shannon I have actually read. It was definitely a disappointment, but I did power through, so that one I've actually read. So 1 out of 12 so far. The Tyrant's Tomb by Rick Riordan. This is the fourth book. I have not read The Tyrant's Tomb, but so 1 out of 2 so far. And then we have Frankly in Love by David Yoon. I have not yet read Frankly in Love, which is ridiculous because it's a contemporary, so I should be flying through it, but I haven't read it. So far I read 1 out of 3. Jesus Christ. This is gonna be painful watch, isn't it? This is sort of I'm gonna end up having to like unhaul everything. And then we have a book that I feel like everybody except me have read, and that is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell. I know there's a Carry On by Rainbow Rowell I read like 2 weeks ago. So awesome. So that's the second book of the stories I've read. So 2 out of 4 I think we're on. It's lagging so bad, like the sound doesn't add up with the phase. That's gonna annoy me so much. I'm gonna try to restart it and see if it works better. Series, I really enjoy it. Pick up the second book, and then it just lies on my TBR shelf for the next 3 years. But we have The Blinding Knife. I haven't read this book either. I loved the first one, The Black Prism, and I loved it. So I bought the second one, and I still haven't read it. So I've read 2 out of 5. Yes, No, Maybe So by Becky Albertelli and Aisha Said. Haven't read that one either. This is going great. I don't know, there's so many like contemporary books on this list, and for some reason I haven't read them. Like that would take me like 2-3 days tops to read, even during a reading slump. I don't know what I'm doing. Another book that I feel like everybody's read, everybody's loved, and I still haven't read it. But that is The City of Brass by S.A. Chakraborty. I've been thinking about picking this book up for so many times. I know exactly where it is, and I still haven't picked it up because I don't know. I guess it's just because it's like a historical setting in the fantasy world or whatever. But I've thought about picking this book up at least like 20 times, and I still haven't done it. So still only on 2 books read. And then we have a book that I got in a fairy loot many years ago in 2018. And this is Furyborn by Claire Legrand. This is just starting to get embarrassing because, like I said, I had this like 2018 before it even came out. And it's like basically in the same spot it's been for the last almost 4 years. I haven't touched it. And I'm pretty sure there's a second book out, probably even a third one. I don't know. Still haven't read it. So this is me shaming myself. And then we have the book that has been on my TBR for the longest of times. I've owned it for probably 7. This is. Maybe it's Oliver Twist. But I haven't had that on my TBR 500 times though. It's just been on my TBR. I'm gonna say Oliver Twist. Years, I don't even Yes, it's Oliver Twist for sure.
And that is Oliver Twist by Charles Dickens.
Called it.
I got this for Christmas by my brother many...
Still haven't read it though. It's just that I've heard that Charles Dickens got paid for like how many words he wrote, meaning the books are a lot denser and thicker than necessary. So I still haven't read a Dickens book at all. And like I said in the video, I've had this book for like, I guess 9 years now. And that's just embarrassing because it's the book I've had on my TBR by far the longest.
And then we have Red Rising.
Yes. This one I read a couple of months ago. I didn't really like it, unfortunately. And this is a book that I bought twice. Once in Swedish and then I unhauled it because I wanted to read it in English. And then I bought it in English. So twice I've bought it. I ended up reading it after years on my TBR. And I didn't freaking like it. I think I gave it like 3 stars. It's not like too bad. It was just... got to a certain point where I wasn't enjoying it anymore, and I enjoyed it immensely in the beginning, and then it was like, nothing's happening, I don't care about the characters, what's going on, and it just never ended. But yeah, I guess that's 3 books I've read on this list. It's a book I'm just afraid to even mention on this list. But that is A Reaper at the Gates by Sabata here. No. A Reaper at the Gates, my friend Jamie finds signed at the store near her, and we lived nowhere near each other, and she ended up buying it for me because it was signed and I really wanted it, and I've had it for years and I still haven't read it. And I mean, I've listened to the audiobooks of book 1 and 2 twice, thinking I'd start the 3rd one, and I wanted to know all the details, I know what the hell is going on. And I just never ended up reading it. And I love the first 2 books. I love them so much. And it's definitely like the potential of being one of my favorite series, or it was at least. And I still haven't read it. And it's embarrassing. And we're just not gonna talk about it anymore. Come to the last book. And I know there's a lot of fantasy on this list, but that's because they scare me the most. And I only read fantasy when I'm in a fantasy mood. So, you know. Not that much time about it then, sometimes. But this is The Poppy War by R.F. Kuang. I read this. I read Poppy War like last year, I want to say, maybe. Maybe it was the beginning now, not this year. But I read it last year. I absolutely loved it. I actually read book 2 as well. And after that, I went and bought book 3. Haven't read it yet, but I own it. And hopefully I'll get to it soon. But I had Poppy War and the second book for so long, and I bought them both like quite close together, and I still didn't read them. But I love this series so much, and I know R.F. Kuang has a new book coming out, I think September, October or something, later this year at least, and I really want to pick that one up. So I guess I have to read book 3 now. So yeah, those were all of the 12 books from this list, and I have read 4 of them. And I have less than 2 months because the date is September 12th and it's currently July 15th. And I'm freaking out a little bit because there's definitely some books on this list that I really don't want to unhaul. Like Rick Riordan and Sabata here, Brent Weeks, and technically don't want to unhaul Oliver Twist either. So there's some books I don't really care that much about, but there's some books I need to read. So I don't know, maybe I'll make a reading vlog of me trying to get through some of these. I don't know, I have so many reading vlog ideas. Oh, my brain is gonna explode. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this sort of video. Hopefully I will be doing a reading vlog in the near future doing this. But yeah, I thought it was kind of fun, a little bit cringy to watch myself. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this sort of format. And yeah, I hope you have a good day. Bye!